The connection between smiling and dopamine. There's an old saying that goes, smile, and the world smiles with you. Interestingly enough, neuroscience seems to agree with the quote, and even makes a compelling case for working more smiles into our daily lives. As it turns out, the simple act of smiling is one of the most effective ways to generate dopamine and lower the stress hormone cortisol. The importance of dopamine. In a world in which our dopamine is often depleted or out of whack, we'd be well advised to seek natural, easy ways to increase it. After all, dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a crucial role in the brain's reward and motivation system. When dopamine levels are low, it can significantly impact both our brain function and our daily lives, explains Dr. Michael Markopoulos, an addiction specialist based in California. In the brain, low dopamine can lead to reduced motivation, difficulty concentrating, and a general lack of interest or pleasure in activities we once enjoyed. This is often associated with conditions like anhedonia, which is the inability to feel pleasure. Low dopamine can also manifest as a persistent feeling of fatigue, apathy, and a lack of motivation. It can also affect motor control, leading to symptoms like tremors and stiffness, as seen in Parkinson's disease, which is characterized by the loss of dopamine-producing neurons, explains Markopoulos. Emotionally, low dopamine can contribute to feelings of sadness, social withdrawal, and a diminished ability to experience happiness. It's important to note that while low dopamine is a key factor in these conditions, it's often part of a more complex interplay of neurochemical imbalances. This is where the simple act of smiling comes in. We are not aware of the power it has, psychologist Lourdes Ramon says of the facial expression. Research shows that frowning or smiling can change the way we interpret the world. This is because frowning activates the amygdala of the brain, which plays a crucial role in processing emotions, particularly the emotion of fear. However, the neuronal response to a smiling face is much stronger than to a non-smiling face or angry face, Ramon explains. The insula, which is one of the parts of the brain most involved in identity, is activated when we see someone smile or when we smile ourselves. In other words, the brain adapts our mood to the expression on our face. Smiling can even increase creativity and cognitive capacity, because an increase in endorphins, neuropeptides, dopamine, and serotonin, says Ramon. These hormones act together to decrease stress, lower heart rate, increase productivity, and reduce anxiety. Smiling for longevity. According to longevity experts, social relationships are a kind of life insurance, and so is laughter. A study conducted by researchers at Wayne State University found that people who smile more frequently live 4 to 5 years longer than those who smile less frequently. The finding confirms ancient beliefs. The Chinese Taoists believed in the power of smiling to heal the soul and bring longevity, notes Dr. Eugenia Cervantes. Smiling is also contagious, thanks to mirror neurons that evolve to increase empathy and improve social connection. When you smile, it generates a domino effect among others, creating a spontaneous good vibe, says psychologist Laura Palomares. What if I don't feel like smiling? Of course, there are days when you simply don't feel like smiling, and it's important not to bury your authentic emotions. We need to let ourselves feel all types of emotions, explains Ramon. But it is helpful to know that we can develop resources and strategies that help us in our daily lives, and that we can be co-creators of our own reality. Engaging in activities that help us manage stress, such as mindfulness, meditation, or deep breathing exercises, can help calm the nervous system. This allows the brain to reallocate resources and helps restore a more balanced neurochemical environment, which can support dopamine production, says Markopoulos. To that end, engaging in positive activities that directly trigger the brain's reward system can also lead to a release of dopamine. When we do something we enjoy, whether it's listening to music, spending time with loved ones, exercising, or achieving a small goal, the brain rewards us with a burst of dopamine, says Markopoulos. This feel-good signal reinforces the behavior, making us more likely to repeat it. Below, Markopoulos shares more tips for triggering dopamine. Tips for triggering dopamine: set and achieve small goals. Accomplishing a task, no matter how minor, provides a sense of accomplishment and a corresponding dopamine release. Try making a to-do list and crossing items off throughout the day. Exercise regularly. Physical activity is a powerful way to boost dopamine, along with other feel-good neurotransmitters like serotonin and endorphins. Even a brisk walk can make a difference. Listen to your favorite music. Hearing the songs you love can activate the brain's reward circuits and increase dopamine levels. Learn something new. The process of learning and mastering a new skill, even a simple one like a new recipe, can be a great dopamine booster. Practice gratitude. Taking a moment to appreciate the good things in your life can shift your focus and positively impact your brain chemistry. Journaling about things you're grateful for is a great way to do this.